This is my 2000 BMW M Roadster. Now, car is completely stock as it is, but let me explain some things that I want to modify in this car, and I might or might not do. So the first thing is, right under the hood, I need to get a strut bar for this car because it has a lot of torque, and I don't want the chassis twisting or anything, or over time it being a little bit unbalanced. That's a modification I'm going to do, and probably hopefully in the near future, probably during the winter when I put it away. So as like the first modification I want to do. There are a couple other things coming over to the interior. The next modification I want to do is kind of a repair, but I want to get a new shifter. Might go aftermarket, or might try to find, you know, one that is very similar to this, or even the exact same. A little bit of smaller nut modification, but I kind of want to change this out maybe for a Bluetooth stereo, because it's already aftermarket, and I bought it like that, so it's already aftermarket, so I might as well just change it out for, you know, a nicer Bluetooth one. But I guess we'll see in the future if I want to do that. It has an aux cord right now, and I don't really mind it too much, so I guess I'll see. Next thing is for performance. Now, exhaust and a tune. So a tune I might be doing, if I can find someone to do a proper tune, you know, get an intake and a new tune on it, making a little bit more horsepower. But the exhaust is the questionable part. Now, do I want to get an exhaust and kind of not ruin, but like make the set note and make the sound of how BMW engineered this car to sound a little bit different? Or do I want to keep it as it is because it sounds great? Now, I don't even know the answer to that question, truly, because I love the way this car sounds. You have it at like 2,000 RPM and you're cruising, you are hearing this car. It could always be louder, and, you know, catback system wouldn't be a bad idea. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Exhaust or no? That's something I want to touch on a little bit more also. So obviously I don't want to ruin anything, any of the modifications I want to do. I don't want to ruin the purity of the car, and I don't want to kind of ruin the car, because it is a car that hopefully will appreciate one day in the future, and I might get rid of. But as of right now, there's no plans to get rid of it. But if it does appreciate, you know, I don't want to ruin the purity of the car. I still drive the car all the time, and I don't care about being in a garage queen, but I don't want to go through and actually, you know, ruin the car. Now, I could get an exhaust that I could replace, and that's, you know, something I might do. You know, a res delete, get rid of the resonators, and maybe get some like catback ones, and tune it, get a new intake, and produce a little bit more horsepower. Now, that is not too likely because they're a little bit expensive, but maybe down the road is something I will do, because your car could always be a little bit louder, and currently it is stock, and I'd love to have a little bit extra noise. So moving away from the exhaust, the final modification I might do is the clutch. The car needs a clutch pretty soon, but do I put a normal clutch in it, or do I put a racing clutch in it? Now, I think a racing clutch might be a little more expensive. If I go with the racing clutch, I'd also do another thing with the car. If I went with the racing clutch, I would have to go with the exhaust system, the intake, and the tune, and that would be like kind of the final thing, deciding whether I go fully all the way, or do I just do some light modifications and keep the car stock. Now, if I went all the way, I would also put a roll cage in the car. I'd put a roll cage because I want to go take the car out on the track, but I also don't want to ruin the purity of the car, like I've said before. But if I went with a race clutch, I'd go full send. Now, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. That is it for this video. If you have any suggestions or anything, let me know. This car's probably going to be going away soon. It's currently like 60 degrees, but it's supposed to snow next Friday. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. All the modifications I possibly want to do and might do to my car. Leave a like, subscribe, and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. Let's do it. End of the year.